Hi guys, it's Sophie. So I thought I'd do a really quick currently reading video and have a little bit of a chat about my current reading slump. I made a video last Saturday about all the things I've been doing that aren't reading, and I'm really glad I did that because I feel like it can be really positive not to read sometimes, and it's okay. I'm filming them back to back just so you're aware, so it may be that I have changed since I have filmed this video. But as I stand, I've had a pretty bad reading slump lately, to the point where I have a little pile of what I'm currently reading, and I'm not even entirely convinced that those are the books I'm reading. There may be many, many more. So I'm just going to check my Goodreads quickly because I'm normally pretty good with that. Yeah, so there's one other that I am reading that I have lost. So I'll talk about that one first. So it's Milkman by Anna Burns. This is the last one from the Man Booker shortlist I've yet to read. I really do need to get onto it. I don't even know where it is. I think it's at Tom's. I've just burnt myself out a little bit, I think, with the Man Bookers, and I really, really liked that experience. But I think my head was just kind of a bit full, and the thought of reading another one just made me feel a bit more than it did excited. And I actually am quite excited for the two books, so I just kind of let that lie. I started reading Conversations with Friends, and I read that fairly quickly, but it was quite a slow start, and that kind of made me feel a bit more slumpy. And then I also picked up 1974 by David Peace, and whilst I'm enjoying it, it is so fast and so strange and so not what I'm normally into that I find this quite a challenging book to get back into again. Once I'm in the world, I'll fly through it. I'll read like 40 pages and be like, what just happened? But in between times, I'm not as drawn to it. I'm taking this one to Tom's with me in a minute. And I'm hoping I can kind of finish it and get onto the ones about Jack the Ripper. Not Jack the Ripper, I did that twice. The Yorkshire Ripper, which is the next three books. And I don't know whether it's just kind of that I was a bit overwhelmed anyway, and a few too many things in my head, and then I've got one that's like a bit of a stretch for me, maybe wasn't the best thing, but I definitely do want to finish it, and I think I'll enjoy the whole series actually once I get my head around it. And then the last one that I'm reading is my one that is kind of slightly rescuing me from the slump, but I just fell into it. I was just like, let it slump, it's okay. And that one is The Scandal or Beartown by Fredrick Backman, and this has the best opening line ever, which is why I decided to go for it. And I'll just read it to you. It's about opening lines. It says, late one evening toward the end of March, a teenager picked up a double-barreled shotgun, walked into the forest, put the gun to someone else's forehead and pulled the trigger. This is the story of how we got there. So it's quite a long book really, and I'm only in the like setup phase, so it's like 400 pages long and I'm 70 pages in. I'm looking forward to understanding a little bit more about, because a lot of it's the setup and a lot of it's now about hockey, and it's quite interesting because I know that something's going to happen eventually. But I want to move a little bit away from setting the scene about why hockey's important and about how the people are reacting to it. I think I will really enjoy it. I think the world building is really good, and I feel really like attached to Beartown already. But because I was just slumpy, whilst I'm enjoying reading this, and I do want to go back and read this, like this is probably the one of the ones I'm reading that I'm like, yeah, give me a little bit of that. I just decided it was better for my brain to just give it a rest, but I think this one might help pull me out. I think a lot of the issue at the moment is that when I'm slumpy, I just don't want to pick up another book, or when I do, I read a few lines and I'm like, nah. And then it makes me feel like every book is shit, and it's not at all. It's that I'm not in a space where I want to take in books, and sometimes that can be hard to kind of know and feel when a lot of what you do is books. And I normally would read every single day, and it's been like 3 or 4 days and I haven't read anything, and that can feel quite uncomfy. But I think I've had a really lovely time in my reading slump, and that's what really matters. So I will hopefully be coming with more bookish content soon. If not, I'll figure out other non-bookish content to make. I'm fine with that for a little short period. I'm definitely not going to stop reading full stop, don't worry. But it's just one of those things, isn't it? And I think I wanted to make this video and the last video as sort of a way of acknowledging that I'm not reading very much, and also just being like, I'm actually alright with that. I don't particularly mind that, and I don't feel like I need to fix it. And I feel like in the past I felt more like I need to do something to fix it and get back to reading as soon as possible, and actually I'm just letting this slump happen and I'm quite enjoying it. So let me know what you're currently reading, get me excited for a few things maybe, or share if you're in a slump as well. I know people, you know, get into it and then they're kind of like, oh, what do I say on BookTube because everyone's bookish. So just tell me other interesting things that you've been up to if you are slumpy, and I'll see you guys again soon in another video. Bye.